last time on FableSMP, Rae delivered an invitation to Wolf to join him at Starbucks for a bit of a mini road trip, a little adventure they could have together, where it was actually Rae trying to find somewhere to confess his feelings to Wolf. And it wasn't really working how Rae had hoped. He was hoping to wing it and find a good spot like they had last time. It wasn't, though. It wasn't quite working how he had hoped, at least how he thought. But they ended up out in the middle of nowhere on a snowy hilltop, Rae feeling bad that he couldn't seem to find that perfect spot, and Wolf not caring, because it all felt perfect to him, and started a snowball fight. The two of them ended up toppling over on top of each other, in which Rae, all thoughts went out the window and just kissed him about it instead. Only then did he back up and try and actually explain what he had meant to say. And yeah, so Rae and Wolf have now confessed their feelings to each other and are dating. Is good. So now the polycule expands. The polycule expands. And I think with that, we are going to go ahead and get into things today. Okay. Let's... Whoop. Smooth landing. Very, very smooth right off the gate. That's okay. We're gonna go unpack this. Well, because before I can get any other boxes, I can... Oh.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
I was just looking for snacks. Hey, actually, you know what? These cabinets are a little high. Can I get some help?
Yeah, sure.
No,
You know, no, it's okay. I think... Wait, if you're too short, does Axe just climb the cabinet? Okay, well, here, actually, I have like a lot of snacks in this, if you would like them.
Ooh.
There's just hordes.
Ooh.
Many snacks.
I will say I
actually was coming back to perhaps unpack the snacks.
I am a good fan of the songbird bread. This is the good stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, I will put away some of the hordes of things, I guess. Baking and meat. Those away. I guess I don't have like a coffee tea zone.
You could make one.
Yeah, I would need another. That's just alcohol. I guess drinks. This could just be drinks. Okay, I'll fix that later. But
you're kind of like looking happy. What's going on? Where have you been? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No. You're good. It's not bad. That sounded so very suspicious.
It's fine.
No, it was just a well, okay, I guess like a date kind of thing.
Ooh.
I mean, I didn't call it that, but like it.
You went on a date? Date with who?
Wolf.
Wait, really? Wait. Okay.
Wait, no. Oh, shut up. The fuck. Oh, no, fucking hell.
I kind of saw this one coming.
No. I made so much fun of Centros for telling you first. and not me about him. Jade. Oh, son of a. Oh, damn it. Okay.
What can I say? I get all the information first because I'm good at it. I mean, it's not like I'm in the dating circle. I like hearing about it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now, just a
Good for you. More boys
Thanks.
to kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. It was good. It was good.
That's good.
Sorry. You snacks. Did you get the snacks? I put away the snacks.
I did get the snacks.
Okay. Good.
Thank you for the snacks. They were very good. Were they wolf snacks? Did I take something from wolf? Is this?
No, this was there. Look, there was a large amount of picnic that was prepared. I didn't need.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't need to. I may be over prepared a little bit. There's maybe too many. That's
Okay.
fine.
Well, I'm happy you enjoyed your picnic and your boys.
Yeah. Have you been doing okay here?
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I don't come out of my room much. I don't want to intrude on anyone's space or anything like that. So I kind of just. Guess that's why you caught me rummaging in the kitchen. I have been meaning to ask. There is a hole in the backyard. Is that a thing we should? You put gates around it, I think.
Yeah. That.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. Yeah, that was a mistake, a problem. Actually, Oshi, I should have told you as soon as I found out Oshi is doing better. Oshi woke up.
She is? Oh.
Yeah, she woke up. She's
okay.
She's doing a lot better. I don't really think it was all that help to me. It's kind of a big mess, actually. I don't even know where to start with things. If you even want to know, like, I can explain myself. I can do that. Sorry.
You don't need to. It's fine. It's okay. And I really mean it's fine when I say it's fine, okay? You beat yourself up about so many things. Not to get all philosophical so early in the morning, but you beat yourself up about so many things. It's just a hole in the backyard, and Oshi's awake, and it's okay. Thank you for telling me. You don't need to explain it. It's fine. You doing okay? I've cried all over your cape. I feel like you can tell me if something's wrong.
No. I mean, it's all. I mean, I have Wolf now, so everything's it's better. It's good. I'm fine. I'm great. That sounded really not convincing.
Having boyfriends isn't gonna fix you feeling bad. You gotta process your emotions. Maybe we should get like a group therapist or something. I feel like that would be. Do you want a hug? Would you like a hug?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, come here. Come on.
Sorry, I don't. At the start of this reset, I would have punched you rather than hug you, and now we're.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. I mean, I would have punched me at the start of this reset too.
No, it's not a. No, it is a bad thing. You don't deserve to get punched, okay?
I kind of did a little bit. I didn't know it, but I did.
Okay, well, actually, speaking of, well, okay, not speaking of punching, that sounded wrong. Your path in the Nether. Wolf and I actually went and patched it up. There's no more holes in it, and there's a safety gate. You can, you can change it however you want, but like, no more accidents.
Honestly, that whole thing, that whole area was really stressing me out. So, thanks. You really didn't have to do that. I was gonna get there eventually. It would have been hard, but like.
But that doesn't mean it couldn't just be easier for one of us to do it. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
can
because
I have a hug?
Of course.
Yeah.
Just because we figured, like, just because we fixed it and she's awake, you don't have to go. Like, you can. Wow, words are hard. Yeah. I used all my words up already. I think I used all the words up on
well,
saying anything to Wolf, and now I don't have any words left. Sorry, one sec. I'll.
Rae,
hi.
May I come in?
Yeah. No, apparently. No.
I'm still getting used to these interesting contraptions you guys have made to make these doors automatic. But I did not expect to see Atlan here, another familiar face I did not expect. Do you live here with Rae?
Oh, no. So I'm just here temporarily.
Oh. Rae, I've come because Jamie told me of your research. They said you still cover the walls with signs, and I wanted to come by and see if I could assist in filling any of the holes in those walls.
Jamie told you about the signs?
Yes. It sounds very similar to what you did when you were young.
I did?
Yes, though I hope it's more organized now.
Oh. I didn't... I guess that makes sense. I mean, if you want to help fill in the gaps, yeah, actually that would be probably really helpful.
I'm trying my best to be helpful. When we go, though, perhaps Atlan should join us. Much of my knowledge comes from Atlan's reports. I can make sure I don't forget any vital details if he is there. Would that suit you, Atlan?
Sure. Of course. Where are the signs?
Yes,
they're actually just in my study, which is connected to the house. So this way. They're just downstairs.
This is a maze.
Sorry, they're connected to each other because it's easier to get back and forth.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is much more organized than what you did as a child, I'm happy to say.
Yeah.
You have many pieces here.
Yeah, so this one's a timeline.
Yes. Is this the timeline of what happened before the resets?
I think so. It's my best guess about things, and I can run you through it. I can explain. Actually, Ven, you helped with this last time.
Yeah. Just a little bit. I mean, you did most of the work. But I can try and help a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And like only if you want to. I know you don't have to.
No. I can do this. Is simple. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. So okay, I guess I started with well, the Aether.
Yes.
And Illyrion. And my guess is that Purgatory and Raza and the sarcophagus, all that. I know that Purgatory was made by Endirion. I think it's made here. I don't actually, because that I guess I can just ask. This is weird that I can just ask. Do you know when Purgatory was made?
I do not know much of Purgatory's creation. Atlan can confirm that we had very few reports, and when the Aether fell, many fragments landed in the end. The reports of those fragments say that Endirion was doing something with them, but we do not know why she was defiling the ashes of her brother's realm. She kept it too secure, too close to her chest. I only came to learn more once I was trapped within its halls. Looking through the records, I found entries from its construction, books detailing Endirion's effort to corrupt what little we had left of Illyrion. One of those books was the Day of Sky.
Oh.
Rae, I believe you have seen this book.
Yeah, I have. That one, when Epros went from being an Aether god to an End god.
Yes. Epros was originally one with the Aether. When the Aether fell, Epros was able to salvage one vital piece, Saraza's Akashic records. When Epros landed in the End, which was a poor imitation of the Aether's void but the best option, the records went with them. Endirion came to Epros and they made a deal. Endirion must have constructed Purgatory around the records with Epros' help. Endirion must have said it was to protect the records, but it would also stop anyone else from reaching them. The records housed knowledge that would help rebuild what the war had destroyed. A lot had been destroyed in the war. There was much to rebuild, but Endirion may not have wanted us to have that hope. To let the Overworlders know that there was a chance that they could rebuild. Hope for a better tomorrow, perhaps. It must have also become a place to hold souls that had passed on. It would be a small cage where once they were used to endless space. Purgatory was a husk of what the Aether once was, but it was something.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I left my books upstairs. I usually take notes on things. Is it okay if I go grab that?
Of course, I can remain here.
Here, Ben, come with me. Hey, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, I guess.
If I know you are not the most comfortable with him, if you want to go, I can make an
No. I'm listen, as silly as it sounds. I feel useful here. And really, I'm feeling fine. It's all good. So we can keep going. And I mean, this is going to be really helpful for the future when we need to cross-reference things.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you change your mind,
I'll
I mean
tell
it, you can just like message me. I do have to grab my book.
I'll give you like a signal or something, like a sneaky little spy. I'll like I'll like stomp on the floor or something, and I don't know.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you need anything, just if you want to go, say that it's time for book club and you have to leave, and I'll let you.
I'm not part of the book club. Did I not tell you that?
How are you still not part of the book club?
I know. I need to get in. I'm gonna get in.
Okay.
Your new boyfriend's gonna get me in. I'm gonna use him as my little. I'm gonna go. Wolf,
Okay.
I want to get into the book club.
It's still a good code word, okay? Book club is the code word, okay?
book club's a code word.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Book club.
Okay. Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I had wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are now 13 books in this inventory.
13 books is quite the field of research.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, but this, okay, Purgatory. Wait, I missed one. Did I miss 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's not important, Auras. Okay, then the amount of books is not important if there's 13 or if there's 14. Okay, but Purgatory.
Yes.
That, in theory, is roughly when it was made. And do you know about the sarcophagus when it was made? Wait, did you say that?
I did not. I did not know it existed until I was trapped within it. Atlan, you can confirm we did not have any reports of this sarcophagus.
Yeah, we didn't.
My search through the archives after I was first released bore little fruit as well. Endirian must have erased the knowledge of its construction from the records. Perhaps she feared someone learning to open it. I learned but a few sentences about the sarcophagus. It was built when Endirian and Soul were on better terms. It was constructed to contain a god. To contain me. To end the war in victory by claiming yet another realm's god.
God. Specifically. Okay. Okay. Then this one we have, okay, the nether you attacked first. We talked about that with Athena and
Yes.
And what about Virago? What happened to Virago and Lenarius?
This has been puzzling me. I do not remember much of my friends, or the court I once led in the overworld. Lenarius, Virago, Kausis. I only remember feelings. Feelings of loss and betrayal. But the source of the feelings is missing. Atlan, you were by my side throughout much of this war. Do you have memories of our friends? Of what happened to them?
I remember them as people, of course, but I'm not too sure what happened to them. After Lenarius betrayed us, I kind of just presumed that he'd been killed in combat or something. But then he showed up a few months ago at the beach camping, and so I guess that wasn't true. As for Virago and Cassis, they never really spoke to me. I was just described to them. But I don't know where they could be now. I kind of assumed they were also just missing in action, like Lenarius, but it's really hard to tell.
There are gaps where there should not be. Lenarius should know. If we can find him, we can ask him.
He doesn't. We've talked to Lenarius before. He doesn't have... He can't remember. He said it's fuzzy. Why wouldn't you remember? I thought you weren't affected by the resets.
I believe you have given me the answer, Rae. I did not realize that there was something missing until I spoke to all of you. Saw how the things you gave up to set me free had affected you. Things you can feel but not remember. I did not know until now that I have the same feeling.
What? Wait.
Do you mean the stuff we gave up in
Yes.
in purgatory? And
Yes, to open the sarcophagus.
oh,
That wasn't the first time you were in there. That
No.
wasn't the...
I had been released once before, and Indirian re-trapped me. But when I was first released, it was Roz's doing. She freed me originally. I had been trapped in there for a long time. Years, at least. Alone in that cage, within a cage, until she came along. She could speak through the doorway, and I was able to respond. She was fascinating. The first minor goddess to be crafted, not ascend. She isn't Saraza. Similar, yes, but similar like a sibling. I am sure our Asana would be able to tell the differences immediately.
Oh. Wait, but what would... Wait, what did Raza... How does that connect to Virago?
I believe that when Raza released me, she must have given up something important. She needed help. She saw that the overworld was destabilizing in my absence, and her realm, Purgatory, had hardly functioned at all. Her realm was built on the charred remains of the Aether, and only a small portion of that. And she was alone. I wanted to help her, to keep what little of Illyrion's legacy left. Keep it intact, to help my people in the overworld, but nothing worked to release the door until Raza found something. A piece of information, something. It must have been the same piece that she played for you. She must have learned why or how Indirian kept the sarcophagus closed. You must have been given the same information when she played it to you.
Yeah. The audio file. With Soul and Indirian. That's
Yes.
how we figured out the door.
Yes. Somehow she found a piece that Indirian had not erased from the records. When you gave up your items, they must have been of great value. They must have been something tied deeply to you and your loved ones. That's the only reason that you still have the emotions, but no of the memories. But
Yeah.
what did she have? What did Raza have? A new goddess? Alone in a realm of empty halls? All she had was the knowledge bound in the books and herself.
But the people out here remember what we gave up. Athena tells me that it's a necklace. Shouldn't Lenarius remember then? That should...
Yes, but the Akashic records are a work of art. Saraza's masterpiece. Not only do those halls contain all the knowledge of mortals, but the records are an author within themselves. You know of its properties, Rae.
Yeah. There's books in it that there can't have an author, not an author that would have been there to witness. If there was a book about Axe, there's books about the dawn, things that the records can't, like, no one wrote those books
Besides the records itself.
Yeah. Wait, you think giving one of those?
It must have been more than one. And it must have been important. Again, whatever you gave up were deeply tied to you. Raza must have seen the knowledge as something deeply important. Historical events that should not be forgotten, that are critical. A history that should be known by all is now forgotten. And to be erased from the records themselves, it is a far, far reach. Your losses were personal, deep. Raza's losses must have been wide instead. Your friends out here can help you remember what was lost, though you may never fully fill the hole left behind. What Raza did, it must have affected countless people, Lunarius and others. If I had known that she would sacrifice so much, I might have been able to warn someone or stop her. I never meant to take Lunarius's memories away from him. I never meant to take anyone's. And until now, I didn't know I even had.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Virgo. More complicated. Knowledge. Okay. Thinks it has something to do with
Atlan, you were out here while I was in there. Did anything... Was there a monumental shift of any kind that you saw?
he
Something that
wasn't.
changed?
I don't know if I was out. Was I?
I don't actually think so. That's one of the questions I actually have, is that Ven is missing a big part of time.
Perhaps this has to do with what Raza gave up.
I mean,
Down here, it's marked. Actually, Ray, that's very handy. I kind of anything past this point, I don't have any knowledge of. Yeah.
I mean, we can skip ahead if you'd like. I mean, like, because I mean, you're here. I understand if you want to. We can skip to this.
No, we can keep going chronological. We'll get there
Yes, I
eventually.
don't want to confuse your research. I don't want to muddle things for you. I'll try and keep it as clear as I can. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I guess one other question on what you said though.
Yes.
You said she only had knowledge and herself.
Yes.
Is that why she's broken?
I don't know what she gave of herself. Whatever she did give, it gave her a limit. She tried to explain that I needed to do things, that there was things I must do before the limit arrived, but there was not enough time to explain it. When her time ran out, I moved her there beside the sarcophagus. A horrific reminder of yet another sacrifice made in the hopes that I will right so many wrongs. I believed I did not suffer the effects the sarcophagus had on memories. I believed I remembered the totality of what happened before the resets, before my time in purgatory. I thought what Raza was doing was simply to release me and that I would be able to solve things. Quickly, I would know everything. I would have all of the knowledge I needed. Another mistake. I did not even try to find what I was missing.
I mean, how can you look for something you don't know is gone?
Difficult, but not impossible.
Okay. Yeah. There's she may... Okay. Then I guess we have the ambush of the Nether. And I think Athena has to be born somewhere in here, because if Nethrum was injured in that fight, well, Nethrum was kind of a part of making Athena, so we need to like they have to exist somewhere in there, and I think.
Yes. Atlan, do you remember the reports we received soon after one of these gaps in my memory? After Virago died. The ones... There was something in the Nether. They spoke of something.
Yes. We received reports about Nethrum trying to construct super soldiers of some kind.
That was in what entry?
It was
one of your entries.
Yeah, I think it was entry number 5. And we received these reports that he had succeeded in making one, like a super soldier, some sort of killing machine, capable of wiping out dozens of men at once with no remorse. The idea of it is just kind of terrifying. Yeah. That's to fill in that gap.
Yes, that's what my scouts reported. But they must have been wrong. Nethrum was making a child. They must have witnessed the part of Athena's creation and made the wrong conclusion out of fear. Now I wonder if Athena was a sign that Nethrum was not the monster I thought they would be. A sign that I got too late, after we had already invaded the Nether.
I guess that makes sense. But okay, then... Yeah, I guess technically in terms of timeline, that should be before that. And Athena is born. Okay. The next one I have is, do you know anything about Galahad?
The name is familiar, but vague. Perhaps a soldier in the war? A report must have passed over my desk with this name. I remember it for some reason. Atlan, do you recall perhaps a strong soldier from the Nether that we had a report on?
Well, if the report passed over your desk, it never really made it to me. I heard about him, but I didn't hear about him through the war. I heard about him a reset ago. I never found time to talk to him, and I really wish I had, because I just feel like he would have been really interesting to talk to. I don't think he would have liked me much, but yeah, I wouldn't have heard about it. The information never made it to me, so.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I don't remember much. You must have been one of many reports on soldiers from the Nether.
That makes sense. He was a knight in the war. Oh, just another, piece I'm trying to find in the puzzle. But I actually don't have a lot of information about this one. The end, I guess, scatter?
This I remember, though I wish I did not. The end was much more challenging than the Nether. Nethrum's absence was felt in his armies, and the Nether can be entered at many points to make a foothold. The end was the opposite. Endirion was at the head of her armies, and all end portals lead to the same gateway, something that Endirion used to her advantage well. I thought we were prepared. I was told by a trusted advisor, not Atlan but another, that the end was not ready to mount a defense, that I would be able to overwhelm Endirion's forces with sheer numbers once through the gateway, that it would be quick. The end forces would surrender and there would be very little blood spilled on either side. A peace that would be good and would not leave so much blood on the soils. When we entered, it was just as I had been told. The defenses around the gateway were meager. The end forces surrendered almost immediately, just as I was told would happen. I let my guard down. We all did. We thought it would be over soon. We thought of peace. We thought of home. We thought of our families. We did not think of resistance.
What do you mean?
Delta's dragon appeared. We were not prepared, and a tidal wave of end forces arrived with it. When I realized it was a trap, I tried to have my people retreat, but it was already too late. The gateway was already in enemy hands. They had moved quickly on wings stolen from the Aether. Same as the wings you now wear. A fragment Endirion was happy to find and happy to use against me. Once the gateway was taken, the dragon oversaw its protection. My forces could not take it back. They could hold it with 100 against 10,000.
But, I mean, what happened then?
I was betrayed by a trusted advisor, yes. I could not anticipate Endirion having winged soldiers, yes. I could not have foreseen Delta's misguided attempts to help his wildlands, yes. But it is still my fault for how they all died. It was my choice to go through the gateway to end this war. And what I did next was the greatest mistake since failing Illyrion. But I had to do something. I had to get my people back through the gateway. But it was perfectly protected. So I had to move it to somewhere that was not protected or make a new one. I remembered Afreen and Archeen and the day that the Aether fell.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to use their power. I tried to make a gateway. There were unforeseen consequences. The gateway did not move. It simply forced everything else away. Be it in-island, Enderman, or overworld soldier. I shattered the end that day. I shattered my own armies. I nearly shattered myself. Those few overworld soldiers that remained, I led back through a now perfectly unprotected gateway. The End army was broken, but so was my own. Scattered into that dark night of a world. That mistake put us in what you have labeled the stalemate. A stalemate that has not ended until now.
Yeah. Let me write that down. Yeah. Okay. And
We had to write the reports of what had happened. Perhaps one still remains, Atlan. Perhaps you still have a report somewhere of the full count of my mistake.
Well, I definitely remember writing it, and I remember it being published. It made it out to the civilians and the people. We haven't found it, though. It exists, just not with us, I guess.
Then I hope that my words are enough.
okay. Yeah. Sure. Sorry, I'm okay.
It is all right, Rae. I am used to you writing many, many things. I have learned the patience.
Yeah. Okay. Then real quick. I mean, if you want to look at other things, go for it. I'll okay.
It seems we are close to the end of your timeline now. I've already spoken of Isla and...
Oh, yeah. The stalemate ones are actually additions after last time we talked, so... yeah.
This one. Atlan, do you know what Mysons are? Did we have reports of them? I've not heard of this before.
No, we didn't.
Have you
Rae and I
got to see?
and a couple...
Yeah. Yeah, you got I think you were with us when we saw the...
Yeah, there was a group of about 5-6 of us, something like that found a small underground civilization called the Mysons. They seem to be attempting to stay off the radar of everyone, including the overworld court and the war and everything. So they went underground. That's why you would have never heard about this group.
It makes sense. We weren't really trying to find enemies within our realm. There were too many outside of it.
Yeah. I don't blame them for trying to stay away from the war. It was a lot. But yeah, that's who the Mysons were.
We recently found one of their cities, and we're kind of uncovering some of their journals and things. So I was just trying to place kind of,
Perhaps I should visit this city at some point to find these people I never knew of. Perhaps they could have been allies, or
I mean, the information
we could have
is...
helped them in some way.
If you ever want to learn about it, the information is definitely up in the library. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, my comm just pinged. I guess we should probably talk about you, Ben. I mean, we're going to.
Yeah. What is there to ask about? What do we want to work out?
I'm sorry, Rae. Are you distracted in some way?
Sorry. Would it be okay? Actually, here, no, wait. I'll just answer it real quick. I'll just yeah, one sec. Yeah.
If there is something important you must do, it is all right. I mean, I know Vin. He's a friend of mine. I feel safe here. And if you have something you must do, he and I can try to piece together what we can of his history.
Yeah, really, Ray, it's fine. Whatever's happening there, you can go take care of it. Look at it. We'll be fine here. I'll be fine here. It's.
Yes. If you are not back soon, I can maybe leave you a note of what we figure out, or I can come speak to you later, and Vin can also speak to you about what we learn. I mean, we can exchange what we remember, where there are no gaps in our memories, but hopefully with some of the reports I remember, Vin, we can figure out what happened.
Yeah. We can do that. Yeah. Just like old times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you need to check into book club or anything?
Oh, no, I think
Is there
it's fine.
book club soon?
I wasn't sure. That's I was asking Ben if
Not today. No, not today. We're good. Not
Okay.
for a couple of days. Yeah.
And I mean, if it's okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I cannot express enough that I feel all right. I am safe here with Vin. He is my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll catch up with you both soon. If you want to leave anything, my desk is the one upstairs. Okay.
Yes, of course. Now, Vin, as you like to be called, I remember a few things from the last moment.
Okay. There. No, it's probably okay. Okay. You know what we'll do one last. I mean, if you need. Okay. Yeah. Come on. You should be by the observatory then, right? Here. Let's see. Hi.
Hi. Away from something important, right?
I mean, okay, maybe, but like also I have you're more
Maybe.
important.
You don't have to come up with something to do. It's okay.
Honestly, I could maybe use a bit of a pull away from that before Yeah.
Was it something okay? Is everything all right?
Fable showed up at my house.
Oh, okay.
And Ven was also there. It was a little awkward.
I forgot Vin is just staying there.
Yeah. I kind of told Ven about us. I feel really dumb about that. I sure made fun of Centros for doing that.
Oh, right, yeah. Because I told Ven first.
Yeah.
I told Ven first.
He was in the kitchen, and I was like, okay. Look, he was in the kitchen, and I just.
He was in the kitchen.
He was standing right there, and he asked where I was. And I'm an idiot who lost all my words. Yeah. You wanted to. I was told things were
done. Okay, so it's all a little bit different, but you'll see. Come on in.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
There's a ceiling now.
There is a ceiling. First off, so I have my area over there. This is in case you need a place to work on stuff. There's signs, not a bunch, because it's not all wall space, but there's a few signs, and you can also put them down here. This is full of book supplies and stuff to label signs, and then a bunch of snacks in the top one, and then a bunch of, lecterns and bookshelves and things. Just, I know your workspace is over there, but if you're ever over here and you need to lay out stuff, or we're doing another one of those mice and things where you just lay out a bunch of information, I wanted you to have that space too.
I thank you. Okay, wait, or is it being silly? Or is chill. There's one of the little shrieky Descensi boys in that lab. Literally, as long as he crouched and walked, he could get that achievement. Chill.
Let him get achievements, or let him have his moment.
They're being silly. They're all worked up.
They're like, guys, let it happen. Okay, sometimes you gotta. Okay, sometimes you just. All right, it's fine. Anyway, here upstairs is a little more important. Reason why there is a ceiling now.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
Well, I figured I make rooms for people. I make rooms worth living in. So if I'm gonna make a room, even if you're just here for a few minutes, it should be the comfiest I can make it. So, big bed, fireplace, warm and toasty, books, because we both like books. And even a little place out here, watch the stars.
Yeah.
I'm very efficient in building. I did this when we got back.
Yeah, you. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Can I kiss you?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I see. We're gonna have this again.
We're gonna have this.
To ask.
No, I'm not ask. Answer is yes. I realize now it might be just like a bit much, but then I was like, I don't want to like cut it in half. I was like, it's gonna be like the whole top floor, and it looks nice with like the full floor level of base.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean it. It's really good. I should have. I should have asked Fable about you and Vikesh and even the Nightingales. I should have asked about stuff. I didn't. I kind of glossed over that section. I didn't. I mean, if I was really easy to read around Ven, I don't know how. I don't super. I
want to get
wasn't
into
ready
that.
to have that conversation with Fable. I don't-
Fable, yeah, maybe. I think we, I just think we don't need to. Uh, uh,
Yeah,
You're fine. I can go ask him, technically. I could, like, go up. He has a house. I could, like, knock on his door.
Mm-hmm.
He just, like, lives here. And I can just be like, hey, kingdoms? You don't have to worry about it. I'm not.
That's fair.
Memories are funky. And sometimes I'm a little less interested in readily running into them. They have a habit of running into me. Alright, that wasn't a bit on the star, but
Mm-hmm.
okay, listen, I meant like dreams and stuff, okay?
Yeah,
So, it's okay. Did you find out stuff that helped, huh?
I think so. I don't know. I guess there's always, the fire hose of getting all the information at once, and then it just taking a second to sink in. I guess
It is.
confirmations of things like purgatory and stuff, and I guess finally some answers on what happened to Barago, though not exactly the answer that I think any of us wanted. Not actually an answer about what happened, but why no one remembers it.
I mean, is it not because of resets?
It was just because of resets. Fable should remember. Purgatory technically is sort of a pocket dimension. A dimension separate from ones that Illyrion made. And therefore it shouldn't be, it's not affected. But we didn't, when we freed Fable from that box, it wasn't the first time he'd been in there. And I don't know why I hadn't thought about how he opened it the first time.
It would have taken. I mean, I can't remember everything we gave up, but nearly all of us had to give something up. And whatever it is, it was pretty important.
Yeah.
I imagine. Oh, well, I guess there's only really like books and stuff around, so some things had to be given. Get him out the first time.
Fable said Raza probably put one of the books that the archives itself wrote. He said it might have been even more than one. It deleted an event from history, from the collective memory of possibly everyone. I mean, there's still hope that we can figure it out. I mean, I can't remember the necklace that Athena says I gave up, but I still have sensations of it. I keep reaching on my chest to fiddle with a charm that isn't there. Like my muscle memory remembers what my mind doesn't. So maybe
it's possible to maybe re-jog the memory.
And we did that. We talked about that. We talked about what happened to the end. That Fable the armies attacked, but didn't have the right information. Delta's dragon, and they were overwhelmed. And the only thing that he was telling us about how bad it was. And how in that moment of stress, he tried to use a power he wasn't familiar with, and it had unforeseen consequences. What does that sound like?
You're not a singularity case, right? People can make mistakes. People can mess up with powers they don't understand. He may be God of creation, but I'm pretty sure he's not perfect.
Yeah. I just kept thinking about how much I guess I feel I don't know. It's weird to feel like I have things in common with him. And I guess, I mean, I always say that I am stressed because I think everyone expects me to have all the information and then I screw up all the time. And I guess maybe I've been thinking the same thing about him. That he'll have all of the answers, but he screwed up a lot too. I mean, we surely know gods are not perfect. They are messy and...
They're just people with powers. And so are we.
Yeah.
The scale is different. We're still just people.
Yeah.
It's just when they mess up, it's a little bit worse than when we do. You know, people who don't have any powers at all mess up, I imagine it's sliding scale.
Yeah. I mean, guess he was talking about how his mistake hurt a lot of people. And so did mine. And I don't know. I guess it would just, maybe that's why I wanted to, I was maybe a little too eager for the excuse to dip out.
Maybe a little too close to home.
Yeah. And I wish that we could just repeat yesterday. Again and again and again. Yesterday was good. It was it's okay. I mean, I thought I was screwing everything up, but
not at all. We can. We can repeat that day as many days as you want. Even if other things happen, even if it gets bad, for you, for me, for anyone around here, that doesn't mean we can't still have those days. We just have to want to have them. As long as we want to have them, as long as we have each other, we can still have that. Promise you that. More people will see your smile, Ray Morningstar. I will make sure of it.
God, I want to have more of those days. I selfishly just want to pick you. Or Caspian or Axe or any day away from all of this mess. Just be with the people I love and care about. And for yesterday, I got to leave all of my books. I didn't bring a single one. I emptied my shulker box. I left them all in the study. I got to leave them behind. And now they're all back. And I just feel heavy again.
They're a lot to carry. And I don't mean that physically. I know it's not right now, or today or tomorrow, or maybe not in a month. But I will see you to the day when you don't need to carry them anymore. Not just for a day or an hour, but for the rest of the days. It may take time to get there. I think we can. Although...
Yeah. I'd like that.
Until then, we'll keep having smaller days and breaks in between.
Yeah. Maybe I should work on letting the books stay downstairs every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that sounds, God, that gives me so much anxiety even thinking about.
They're like downstairs. Like, oh no, what if there's a thought? What if there's a library in our home?
What if I think of something? What if someone comes in and takes them? I don't. I hardly even let this one leave my hands.
Okay, that one, I feel like it's pretty darn important. But in the grand scheme of them all, no one's coming in to do anything to your books. Not in this house, not in yours. I'm pretty sure between me and Axe Week, we will just know someone was there and it would simply not be allowed.
Yeah, that's true.
You also can't just expect yourself to drop them all immediately, and it's not a great weight, but it's one that's familiar to carry. So you can't just expect yourself to put them all down right now. Start small. That doesn't mean you have to give them all up. They're not all bad. They're not all negative connotations.
Let's start small then.
Mm-hmm.
You get to hold that for an hour. I don't get a look at it. No, no to-do lists, no notes.
Okay. I can hold that for you.
And maybe you can show me what you've been up to instead.
Got a pretty cool forest I can show you.
I'd love to see
later.
it.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
Get some pie, get some nap, get some forest. Yeah.
I'd like that.
One star. After you.